All right, I am back for part 3 of this 4-part series around infinite flow of money, spiritual women, all the things. So this episode is going to take what I talked a little bit about yesterday, which is this word coherence, where everything is kind of, regulating together for you to have this experience where the universe can truly respond clearly, quickly to the demands that you have put in place. So let's dive in. Welcome to the High Vibes Podcast. I'm Binu, your host. My goal with every episode is to leave you feeling better, shining your light a little bit brighter than before you press play. Let's dive in. Okay, so some people say that coherence is actually the missing link in manifestation. And I'll tell you, it's like you'll hear this over and over. This is the missing link. There's lots of missing links, but coherence is the word to me that it's like, this is like all the missing links put together is what I call coherence. Or when you get a hold of all the missing links and you start putting these into practice and really becoming so aware of them, that's when everything lines up for you. So many people are doing the right things, they're thinking the right thoughts, but they still feel stuck in terms of attracting more abundance or more money in their lives through their business. But this coherence word, I just want you to see, it's not alignment. Like I feel like people talk about alignment, me included, and it's like aligned with the universe. So my heart, my soul, my inner spirit is connected to this bigger universe. That to me is alignment. Am I in alignment? Am I connected? That's one thing. But that's not the thing that allows money, visibility, opportunities to move towards you. So alignment actually isn't enough. It's one piece of the puzzle. It's usually something you do in your mind, through your breath, and just a mental connection to the universal forces, right? So a lot of people are like, oh, I'm trying to stay aligned. I almost feel like it's like we're trying to stay grounded. We're trying to get grounded. But that's just one piece of the puzzle. Yet you might still be waiting, hesitating, or what some people say self-editing. And then alignment really doesn't do the trick. So it's really coherence that is this state. And so I talk a lot about this, like getting into state. It's like, so my husband and my son watch a lot of football. And when you watch these football movies, which I love these football movies, I don't really enjoy watching football. And I know the Super Bowl is coming and this episode's probably come after the Super Bowl. But these movies, I love watching these teams get into the state, right? They're in the locker room. They get into the state before they go out in the field. And so this is what I'm calling coherence. What it actually is when your beliefs, your desire, your nervous system, your emotions, your behavior all tell the same story, right? There's no inner negotiation happening like the tennis match in your head between your inner spirit and the subconscious monkey that's just messing with you. There's no bracing or gripping, right? A lot of people are doing this gripping, white knuckling. Nope, so that's not it. And there's no apologizing. Like part of this living this coherent way, this very, even I want to say aligned, but it's not truly, it's this coherence. It's believing and doing and having all the things you want unapologetically. So often what happens, I find, is, when someone is doing the thing that they think is congruent, right? But they're not really feeling coherence because their body is having resistance. So you might have a little like pressure in your chest or pressure in your neck or this pit in your stomach I get. And so that to me is like a nervous system regulation thing, like why money and opportunities respond faster when someone's system is calm and like in unity, like mind-body connection, mind-body-soul connection, mind-body-soul plus universe connection, thoughts and beliefs connected, the way you act, the way you speak, the way you actually behave and show up. Like that's when money and opportunities show up faster, when all those things align. And what I want everybody to really understand, it's not like one moment, oh, everything lines up. Like when I got asked to be on breakfast television, well, so let me back up. I pitched them. Like I actually had to take action. I had to take scary action. I was talking to a friend. She gave me a producer's email address, which is very sacred to her. So it was something that I didn't take lightly that she shared with me. And I sent the pitch in. But after I sent the pitch in, oh, my mind was having a heyday. I was working on my beliefs, my thoughts, how I was speaking. I was speaking life into things. I was speaking a yes into it. And then my mind would go negative, lack, who's going to call me? They haven't responded, right? My friend also told me to follow up. So if I didn't follow up, I would not have got the call. So I followed up and I got the yes. And so all these things are happening whenever you go to do a new big scary thing, right? So it's not like one moment, snap your fingers and everything's congruent. This is like a ongoing soul growth thing. And it's actually quite fun. I don't want to scare you. Like it's actually quite fun to be in this energy of soul growth. And you get to choose how often you do this because it does take more energy. I believe my experience is when I go to do something big, like applying to be on breakfast television, it took a lot more energy, like my thoughts, my self-talk mastery, my thought adjustment work took work. Like it took energy. And then it can be tiring, right? And so it's really important to realize this, but this is what we're working towards. However, when I got the call, like that was so fun. It was so invigorating. It was so exciting. So I'm seeking these things because it helps me grows my confidence, grows my inner authority of who I know I am and what I can do and what message I have for the world. And then I get to go on TV where my message goes out to like millions of viewers. It was only a 15-minute segment. However, it went out there, right? And so it's not an only, it's like I did the damn thing. And so I get to do it again and again. However, the universe is guiding me towards that. So I have a desire, but also the universe can come meet me and guide me this way or that way based on this desire. So I really believe like when people are trying to manifest or make more money or attract more abundance, whatever you say, I believe it fails. Truly, I don't like using that word, but I just want to say that. Like it won't work unless you have this awareness of coherence. Like the signals you're putting out to the universe are split. They're not clear. They're wobbly. And so when signals are not clear, I truly believe the universe can still get through, right? Some of us still get little hints of magic showing up, but they're slow and maybe inconsistent, right? Use a breakfast television example for me. It's been one time. I've pitched again. They said not now. They didn't say no and go away, Binu. They said not this one, maybe the next one. And so I have been inconsistent. The results have been inconsistent because the split signal I'm putting out into the world. Like I'm not pitching every month. I'm not working on the pitches. I'm not talking about this. But it is something I really want to do. So there's this disconnect, this split signal that the universe is getting. So of course it's a slow build, right? But if I wanted it to speed up, I actually know what to do. It's just not the thing calling me right now. That's why I'm making a conscious choice not to do that now, but maybe in a month I will do that. So I know if I just pitch more often to the same producer and just keep coming up with some other creative ideas and putting them in there, those results are going to happen faster. I know it because if I'm not taking any action, why would they call me, right? That's not how it works. The other reason manifestation fails or doesn't work without this coherence is because what I talked about on the last episode was more money starts feeling guilty, like wanting more money, that desire feels guilty for a lot of spiritual women. And so listen to that episode, the last one, to go through that. And then the next piece is that I'm going to talk about on the next episode next week is that wanting, manifestation is want what you want what you don't have, want something that you're desiring. Like I even like the word desire more than wanting to be seen, but fearing judgment. Okay. Again, come back to the breakfast television. My desire to be seen, my desire to be on TV to share my voice and share my message about women empowerment. Oh, the fear of judgment showing up big time, right? All these people I was afraid, what if they see that? What are they going to think? What if I slip on my words? What if I look dumb? What if I say something stupid, right? What if I go off script because there was a script? So this wanting to be seen but I fear this judgment that creates like a incoherent type of energy about me, right? So the key insight here is that the universe doesn't respond to effort. It responds to a clear, unified signal. Like if the signal is clear to the universe can clearly respond. And so let's move forward to the nervous system piece because I really love this nervous system work now. So coherence to me is like nervous system regulation. And to me, the nervous system is all the things. It's how your body is responding. So this is my definition. I'm not an expert in somatic work, but what I'm doing is like, I see it's like where my beliefs are creates a certain state in my body, mind, and heart and soul. What thoughts I'm thinking, what actions I'm taking, all these things are part of the coherence. So having your nervous system relaxed and regulated is such an important piece. And so a regulated nervous system, I read this somewhere, expects good things. It is actually the state. It's the open to receive state. It's the open to magic and miracle state. And I love this. A regulated system expects good things. Because if you're regulated, that means your beliefs are believing in infinite possibilities. That means your thoughts are in abundance. That means your actions are showing up with confidence. That means that your behavior is actually calm and peaceful and all the things, which A plus B plus C equals expect good things. And we know that when we walk around and we say to the universe, like, I expect good things, surprise and delight me, right? This or something better, all these mantras. We know you've had an experience at least once in your life where something good or that even better has showed up for you. The other side of it is an unregulated system over efforts, right? Or hides. I see this in a lot of women that I coach. An unregulated system where your beliefs are like low level beliefs, negative beliefs, thoughts are negative and in lack. Actions are hiding or over efforting. This is very common, right? Where I think it's just been programmed that when we feel stressed, we'll just push a little harder, do a little more, and we think magically we're going to be regulated. We're not even thinking that. It's just the way we've been trained almost. And so this is just for awareness. Like I really want to bring these topics forward for pure awareness. And this is where this nervous system piece is where we connect money with visibility, with being seen as nervous system issues, not confidence or strategy problems. I just want you to take that in. Money, visibility, and being seen are more nervous system issues. They're not that you don't have enough confidence to put yourself out on social media. You don't have enough confidence to attend an event that you don't know anybody in. It's a nervous system issue. It's this coherence fully all together that have to be working in tandem, I guess, in harmony, in an imperfect way for your whole system to feel good and for you to attract the abundance that you so well deserve. And so, some of the other ideas here are incoherence shows up as, and you can say like a deregulated nervous system shows up as staying quiet when you have something to say, not posting on social media if you have a business that you're marketing, softening your message, right? I just did this today. Actually, I was talking to a friend and we were talking about events. And because I'm just coming off of like the biggest event that I've ever co-hosted, I was in my head telling him about my next ones I'm planning, the smaller events, quote unquote, smaller. And he invited me to notice that word, that these events are not small. And I went, you're right. Actually, it was just like small in numbers, but you're right. They're not small. So I was softening the power of these events that have like 25 people versus 80 people. And so I caught that in myself. Okay. And then other ways that incoherence or deregulation shows up is we hide our offers. Like those of us that have businesses that are online. Like I have so many friends and women that, we have this joke. It's like they have this program on the digital shelf and they're not selling it. They're not telling people about it. And it's this joke. We kind of chuckle. It's like, how do people get helped by you? How do they buy your offer if it's just collecting digital dust? Like if you're hiding it, you're literally hiding it on a shelf. So being seen requires coherence, not perfection. And that's why I like to say this is like, I have this show up imperfectly. I am working on this imperfectly. But when I hit that sweet spot, like literally when the beliefs, the thoughts, the actions, my nervous system is regulated, I'm calm, I'm feeling peace, the sun is shining, which is a huge piece for me, like in connection with the bigger universe, everything opens up. Like people show up in my DMs, people want to pay me, people want to join my groups, opportunities show up. It's incredible. And my clients see this as well. Like we're all going through this. One day we are so aligned, we are so coherent. And the other days we're like, what's happening? Like maybe I should just shut down the business, right? This is actually part of the work. And what I love to teach people in my program, especially my Limitless program, and in this Be Seen masterclass that's coming February 12th, I love to share how to move through this faster, to grow at the soul level faster, how to shift your thoughts faster, how to shift your beliefs, your nervous system faster. And it's not about speedy growth. It's actually so we don't stay in stuckness, in lack for too long. We can train our brains to shift and adjust quickly, like literally in seconds. And that's what I want for the world, really. And so visibility isn't about confidence, right? And you can talk about visibility whether you have a business or not. Like showing up to a social gathering, are you the one that gets right in the circle where people are talking, or do you stand outside the circle waiting for people to pull you in? Part of it is personality, but part of it is like, are you afraid to be seen? Like confidence is part of being seen, but not all of it. And a lot of it is like, do you feel safe being fully expressed? Do you feel safe in your body, in your mind, in your soul, in your beliefs, in your thoughts, in your actions to truly, fully express yourself as you are, as your true, authentic self? That to me is the question. And that to me is why I am running this masterclass on February 12th. That's called Be Seen. And so if this episode goes out after February 12th, you can watch the replay, and that all of it will be in the show notes, whether it's live or replay. So be sure to watch that and really study all these pieces and do the exercise that I do in the masterclass, because there's all this work that needs to get done. The nervous system work, the subconscious mind work, and the connection to the bigger spiritual universe work. And I'm going to be talking about all three, or I spoke about all three in the masterclass. And so that's where I just want to leave you today. I think that's a good place to just pause and for you to see where all this is coming together. So coherence is required for manifestation, attracting what you want, what you desire, more money so you can do more great things in the world, which is inevitable. And for self-leadership, like truly, this is self-leadership at its best. And then it leads into next week, not tomorrow, of why being seen is the most common place where women lose coherence and therefore lose out on making more money so that they can help the world. So this being seen thing is such a big thing for me that I would love to share with you more and more and more. So please do check out the masterclass that is coming, and please check out the fourth part of this series next week. And as usual, if any of this is landing with you, I would love for you to go and leave me a 5-star review on Apple, because that really helps me get this podcast out to more people. And please, I would be so grateful to share this episode with a friend. If you truly have felt this deep in your heart and soul and it's helped you, sending it to one person makes a huge difference for me. It is how I ripple this impact of this podcast out to more people and help more people in my way. With that, you know I'm here for the extraordinary life, and I hope you are too. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you listening. If this episode resonated with you and you wish to speed up your growth, Feel free to check out my programs and services. Just go to my website, binu.ca. And if you know someone else who is seeking more meaning in life and could use some inspiration and high vibes along the way, please pass them on to me. It would mean the world. And it goes a long way if you take a few seconds right now and leave me a 5-star review and share this with your friends. I'll be forever grateful.